consonance of different musical instruments. A modern interpretation of ancient style. Eternal music of the steppe. Its history is endless. Watch the sound of the great steppe on Kazakh TV.
Q is inherited to the Kazakhs one of the outstanding fields of music. Q is associated with Kurmangazy, Tatimbet and Kazanghap. If the father of Q is Kurmangazy, then Tatimbet is the master of Sherpek Q. When we talk about Sherpek Q, we remember Sar Jailao, and Sar Jailao is associated with Tatimbet. They became a twin conception. Tatimbet's Qs are like rough rivers. The character is like an ecstatic rough sea. It is wild and ferocious as a drought storm, but the playing is deep and pleasant to listen to.
Tatimbet küylері негізінен қобыз сарындас, ән сарындас болып келеді.
Tatimbet's Qs sound harmonically with kobuz and music. Tatimbet is a representative of the Sherpe Q school.
Жай күйшілердің саусағына бағына бермейді. Иірімі.
Any Q player cannot play Tatimbet's Qs. They are soft and mysterious. Sar Jailao is the composition created by Tatimbet at the end of his life. Sar Jailao is a real Kazakh Q. You can feel the winds of the Arka, cool breeze, and smell Jailao in fertile areas.
Арқаның жел сияқты, салқын самал сияқты есіп тұратын сондай. Сардаланың, сар жайлаудың иісі аңқып тұратын сондай сарлы күй.
Sar Jailao is the composition like the mirror of Tatimbet's creation. There is a legend about the history of the Q. The Q player used to resolve disputes and decide controversial issues. Tatimbet became famous between his surroundings. The Q player fell in love with Ahmandai, the daughter of an aristocrat Tor, but the aristocrats who managed people at that time expelled him from his land. Sar Jailao was born by missing his fatherland.
Қазақы музыкалық, философиялық оймен жасалған күй.
This is the Q created on the basis of the Kazakh music and philosophy. Of course, it is the Q born by its nature. It is connected with the life, nature, and character of Tatimbet. Tatimbet composed the cue Sarjailao, connecting it with his surroundings. That is one of the compositions created by the end of the life of the cue player.
Tatimbet'in Sarjailau'un
The follower of the original version of Tatimbet's Sarjailao is his brother, Jaksimbet. Jaksimbet learned the cue from Tatimbet personally. The original of the cue was brought today by the outstanding Dombra player, the author of the cue, Konir, Yerkin Yerden. He learned it personally from Jaksimbek. For today, there are two versions of Sarjailao. The first one played by Maghawiya Kamzin, and the second one is by Yerkin Yerden.
Ең алғашқысы сол, Yerkin Yerden'in жеткізу бойынша.
Kurmangazy is the master of tokpek cue, or improvised cue. You can hear the racers of horses, strong trampling of the herd. This is a specific feature inherent only to Kurmangazy. The nature of the Western cue school is wide as Atrau, with characters the Volga and Jaik rivers. Kurmangazy's cues are the compositions that give greatness to the orchestra and a Dombra player, but the composition can be changed according to the nature and character of the Dombra player.
Төкпөгүй негізі, былайша айтқанда патриоттық шығармаға жатады төкпөгүйлөр. Ол
Tokpek cue is considered to be a patriotic composition. It requires great mastership. The cue is played by the quickness of the hand and its technical mastership. The structure of the Tokpek cue in central Kazakhstan, East Kazakhstan, and the Karatau areas covers all the structure of the notes as compared with the Shudpek cue. For example, we call them bas buyun, the head part or frets, nigiz gibuin, the main part, and orta buin, middle part. The above Tokpek cue covers the whole horizon of the Dombra.
Bas buun, negizgi buun, orta buun дейміз, кіші саға, үлкен саға деген осы домбыраның жалпы диапазонын толық қамтыған осы төкпөгүй.
While I was playing, Sariyarka especially swiped across the strings. Some changes in the position of fingers also took place.
Sararka kuyunun basında men 4 дыбысты негізгі басталғанда.
When I start playing Sariyarka, I played it 4 notes lower at the beginning. Now in the following 4 notes of the second tact, the piano must be played. First forte and then piano. the deliverer of the cue Sarıyarka with an outstanding cue player Okap Kabingojin. The original was brought by him. The academician Ahmet Zhubanov recorded with Okap's variant.
Түп нұсқасын жеткізген сол кісі. Ал сол кісінің қолынан академик Ахмет Жұбанов жазып алған.
Yerkin Yerden is not only a dombra player, he is also a composer. He wrote several cues and music. The dombra player entered the nature of cue deeply. He wants to demonstrate the possibilities of the dombra in the orchestra. The original of Sarıyarka, delivered by Okap Kabingojin, is played like this. He played this way. Of course, Kurmangazy played this way too. But using the necessity and possibility of the orchestra, Ahmet Zhubanov added 4 emphases. The first one is at the beginning. In the second one, you can hear the piano in the tact. The above 4 emphases must be the lowest notes, the lowest hit of the strings. I think it must be this way, because in the last pattern only one accent is given lower, and the others are played on the high notes. The upper hit can't be emphasized, and the middle part. It must be played this way. Now it is played by the orchestra this way. The whole cue is being played, but here the inner world of the cue is not opened. It must be played this way. At the end, there is the culmination of orchestra, like this one. If the fingers are changed here, it doesn't mean that I amended the version of the academician Ahmet Zhubanov. Cue is the music genre inherited to the Kazakh people. The Kazakh cues requires great research works. The great success of the nation's heritage kept its mystery ahead. The Kazakh cue is going to live forever because it has a person like Yerkin who cares about Kazakh art.